What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we had a video on Apple. They recently got flipped by Microsoft for becoming the most valuable company in the world, and they've recently just reflipped that, so they are the most valuable company in the world yet again on this news that they're going to be jumping into the EV market and producing their own fully autonomous car. But before we jump into that, if you are not subscribed, make sure you smash that sub button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, but we can see the stock for Apple looking very good. Obviously, all-time highs, over $160 right now. Just nothing more to talk about. They're all-time highs. They're rallying off this news and reclaimed the spot of most valuable company in the world. And see, this is the news that did it for them. Shares hit record high after reports that the company wants to build a self-driving car as soon as 2025. So they want to come out with this self-driving car in 4 years, which would be pretty massive for a company that's not a automotive company, not an automotive manufacturer or anything like that. And we know there is massive hype around EVs. EV stocks have surged in recent months as more consumers and investors bet on what they hope will be the next Tesla. Everyone's looking for that because there was so much doubters in Tesla, and now all of a sudden every single EV that comes on the market gets flooded with money. Everyone just wants to bet on the next Tesla. You saw Rivian IPO, and they just got massive amounts of money and doing really good, even though I don't think they've sold a single car yet. And we can see, obviously, autos represent a brand new endeavor for Apple. The company's track record in the market and its vertical integration capabilities could foreshadow success. It's the clearest path for Apple to double its revenue and market cap. So Apple, if it doubles its market cap, roughly right now it's like $2.5 trillion, something around there. So if it doubles that, that would be $5 trillion company. They would be massively, just have bunches of money and market value, all of this stuff, and probably good reason to be valued at that if they can get this to be done the right way and actually have it be launched and everything. And then the vertical integration, Apple is good at that. I mean, we have the phone, their whole system is all integrated. If you're in iOS, everything works with itself. You can use iMessage on your iPhone, on your Mac, on your iPad, anywhere you want. You can interact with the ecosystem anywhere on any iOS device, and that's what really sets it apart from things like Android, where it's just a massive manufacturers are making a bunch of things on Android, where with Apple and iOS, it's only Apple that has anything to do with iOS. So that's where they kind of take their integration from, and now they can add that into the car. Just imagine your phone unlocks your car or starts your car, turns into, you just go on your phone, sit in your car, tell it where to go, and it takes you where you want to go. And just like this, can provide a number of examples from the last 20 years that show Apple may not be the first to market. Its innovation engine, differentiation, that's a hard word, via vertical integration and manufacturing operational excellence have allowed it to leapfrog first movers. So they'll be able to leapfrog these first movers. I mean, Tesla would be the biggest competition, but Apple just obviously just has way more money to work with, much more talent, more money, more resources. They're not trying to build a company. They are a massive company. So they have all of the resources they need to try and find success and be able to easily come over problems that other companies or startups, or when they're just getting really situated, would have a massive hurdle on their hands. Apple can just kind of pay its way over. And this article ends talking about, to be clear, do not believe consumers will own a title to fully autonomous car, but will engage in its service as a subscription or transport utility. So that's a little weird and a little bit different than obviously Tesla's model or anything, but that'd be like kind of like an Uber, but you'd have to pay, if I don't know what it would be, $10 a month, $100 a month, something, and where you just go on your phone and call the car to come get you, and then the car takes you to where you want to go and then take you back. That'd be a really weird model. It'd be definitely futuristic. It might be hard to sell, but Apple hasn't said anything. This is all speculation on what they're going to do with it, but I definitely see a way that Apple is going to integrate all of your iPhone, iPad, Macs, car, if they put out a car, then they're going to integrate the whole thing where your phone's going to be able to control your car, your iPad will, the Mac will. You'll be able to integrate everything into it. That's just how they've always worked. So it'll be interesting to see how they actually do it. And this kind of talks about that a little bit, like their electric car debut, blah, blah, blah. We already saw that. But their ideal car would have no steering wheel, no pedals, with interiors designed around hands-off driving. So that by itself would be a massive hurdle. Obviously, you'd have to overcome a lot of regulation on trying to get that through in a car with you don't interact with it at all. It literally drives itself. You don't even have the option to drive it because there's no steering wheel or pedals. So that'd be a massive like regulation thing. A lot would have to be done to get this to be done. But even this says it's a matter of when, not if. This analyst says, adding that the chance of Apple unveiling its standalone car by 2025 is 60 to 65%. That's pretty high. I mean, 4 years to get a car that can completely drive itself, that you have all of the data where you don't have to know if it's going to crash into something or all this stuff. And you compare that to Tesla, that's the biggest competition, that they already have millions of cars tracking data for them and reporting data back. I think Apple has like 65 cars they're trying to do testing with and data for. So their data pool is already nowhere as big as Tesla's. And to do it in 4 years, I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Apple. But I don't know if they are actually up to the task of trying to do that. And just so we can see the top assets. So this ranks the companies and everything. Obviously, gold, 11 trillion, number one thing in the world. But Apple right here, $2.635 trillion. Just a few days ago, Apple was underneath Microsoft. Microsoft flipped them for a little bit of time, and now Apple came storming back with this EV news and everyone trying to, get hyped up. EV is a very hyped up subject right now, so that's a good plan for them if they wanted to try and get more attention and more money. So it makes sense, but they are now off with a almost $100 billion lead on Microsoft. These companies have been battling it out up here for a while. But if Apple doubles their market cap to $5 trillion, that would be ridiculously insane. And obviously, just for some mock-ups, because there is no, what the Apple car looks like, but some things that we have it looking like, I mean, something like this, but no, like, I guess this would probably be the closest thing, except no steering wheel, no pedals. It'd be just this car that you go sit in, just pull out your phone, tell it where to go, and then it goes there, and then you're done. It'd be really weird to get into a car with no steering wheel, no pedals or anything, and kind of trust that. So that by itself's a learning curve to try and get that done, and trying to integrate the whole thing and just create it. You can't just have this come out and be perfect. You're gonna have to make sure things work how they're supposed to. And it is crazy how the stock reacted. I mean, it was around yesterday, so this candle, maybe even this one, where the news came out, like $150, $153, and then just a rally to over 160, all-time highs, still pushing higher and higher right now. Crazy news going on. The Apple car, if they can get it to come out and they can get it to be fully autonomous, driving itself, no steering wheel, no pedals, you just get in and you pull up your phone, your Apple Maps, and then tell it where to go, and it just takes you there. That would be very insane and a massive move ahead of Tesla, who's trying to get this stuff done. So you'll see who gets it done first. I think it's going to be a lot more hurdles maybe people are putting out. But if there's one company to get it done, it's Apple. That's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in my next video.